Hello traders, it's Tomek here from Nikos Trading Academy and welcome in my weekly Forex Forecast. Before I start, I would like to give you some nice information that from beginning of the year, I start with my new program. It will be one-on-one mentorship with me. This program will be quite intensive program for you because we will have meetings twice a week and we will have 12 meetings together. Of course, this might be fully customized program for you for your needs. But if you want to start from the beginning, also at the bottom of this website, you will see like an example of the program which I prepare for you. I decided to make this because I strongly believe that if you still struggle, if you don't know in which direction you have to go, this program definitely can resolve all your issues because we will meet one-on-one and I will really focus on your needs, on your problems. I will see the things from my perspective, from my experience. So it'll be much easier for you to overcome some obstacles and even see obstacles which maybe you do not see still. So below this video, you will get direct link to this. Like I said, we start in 2023. Of course, I have limited seats on this program. If you have any questions, if you want to speak with me about this, just go to this website, schedule a meeting with me by clicking here this link, and we can speak on Skype one-on-one also to see in which direction we can go. So I'm really excited about that. But like I said, beginning of the 2023, we will start this. So let's go to our charts, Forex. We have Aussie dollar, US dollar pair, and we will go to weekly chart. And what we will see on the weekly, that price is making for us right now short 1 to 3. Okay, so we still see that the momentum and the main direction is to sell. However, of course, this a trend is going for some time. So the question is, what we will get this? What we will get here, or we'll have bounce and continuation. And the question is, do we have continuation in the trend and price will create new lower lows, or we'll have just the retest of the previous low? So we will see this, or this is end of this downtrend and price will again decide to go up. We can quickly check monthly charts just to see, but monthly it's still pointing to sell. But if you pay attention, right now we are on the very, very strong bottom. So maybe this is, like I said, end and we will get again up move, but we will see. Right now, this is what we have. We have area of the resistance where price is right now. Yes, this is area. You see the resistance was here. Price broke it. We have 36. We also have some spikes, some touches here. So we are around the resistance zone, definitely. The next area is a little bit higher, and the next one will be higher up to here. We have to unzoom a little bit to see more details. Yeah, this is okay. And like I said, the downtrend, our trend line is here. So it's with the two spikes, so it's difficult to draw right now. But if you want to connect three, this is like, we can draw it like this, but it's far away right now, yes, from our price action. So if we want to draw a little bit closer line, this is the best which we can draw. So let's go to lower time frames to see what we have. Our support, of course, from the weekly perspective is at the bottoms. So what we have on the daily chart, like I said, we are right now around the resistance. Yes, this whole area between this, this is the area of the resistance. So we can just leave this on the previous top. Okay, so we will leave this line, but keep in mind, yes, that we have also something here. So price might to continue. Yeah, so even we will just leave this to know, because we know that the previous top is always like guide for us. So we will leave the next line, which is up here. Let's try to draw trend line here, which I said. So we had this line which was broken, and if we want to connect the previous tops, we will see that we have something like that also, you see. So Okay, so we have this line. This we can remove. So price is really retesting right now this line. It's not perfect line. Okay, it's not perfect line, but it's the best what we can draw. We also have trend line here. So right now we are a little bit squeezed. We know that the weekly perspective is for sell. So if you are bounce trader, you can look for short entries here. Okay, short entries target 36 CMA, target this trend line, and then of course after breakout this. If you want to be a little bit more conservative in this approach, you have to wait for breakout of this or breakout of this. Here we look for buys and target resistance, and the next one here we look for short scenarios and look for short entries too for continuation. Yes. But of course, we need to wait a little bit. So what we have right now, we have this trend line. You see, so we have this trend line. So if you are a bounce trader, or you want to still trade with main trend, you have to wait for this scenario, and after short 1 to 3s, you can look for short scenarios, target this trend line. Okay, but this is not our classic approach. This is our like I said, bounce trading. Yes, because we have very powerful trend line, good level on the weekly. So short scenarios target this previous bottom with the 36 EMA. So this is your target, more or less. It's okay to try. Okay, we have nice trend line, so after breakout you can try. Also on the 1 hour chart you can try. If you get breakout of this, then you can start to think about the long scenarios. Okay, so this is what we have right now. For a little bit more aggressive traders, you can also wait for some confirmation, like for example retracement to this level. Yes, support 36 trend line, and if price reach this level, then you can also try to go long. If we won't have breakout here, you go long and you target extension of this trend line. Okay, and then of course you trade in this zone. Okay, so keep in mind about this. EURCAD weekly chart. Let me just unzoom a little bit. We are around the resistance, as you can see here. We had double bottoms, yes, so we are around resistance. Next resistance is up here. So we have those spikes. We have also spikes here. So basically this whole area. Still weekly chart. It looks still for our short scenarios, but price you see broke the 36 EMA. So we can say, okay, maybe this is the beginning of the trend change. But if you look for something else, we will get trend line, and you will see that price is right now on the weekly trend line, as you can see. So we are around the resistance, we are around the trend line. So this is still very powerful level for price to bounce and make another down move. Question is where? To the previous bottom, to the next area of the support, yes, but it's still my bounce. This is support, and here we have support. So we go to daily chart, and yes, we see that this trend line was broken, but we also have resistance. So we have like a confluence of events. Okay, we have trend line here. So again, we can look for potential short bounce entries to target 36 trend line, or if price breaks this continuation of this up move and then target this resistance. So we go to 4-hour chart, and now 4-hour chart is making you see double top. So it seems that price has some weakness here, but maybe this is just the stop here, yes, and then price continue to go up. It's still possible, yes. Double top doesn't mean much right now, yes. Price can easily go if we have momentum from the weekly. But this is just information that, okay, we have double top around the resistance, so yeah, so maybe we'll get this. So basically what we would like to do, wait for breakout of this resistance, then we look for buy scenarios. Wait for breakout of this trend line, we look for short scenarios. Keep in mind where is your target, 36 EMA. And if we look for support area on the daily, this will probably be with 36. So this whole zone is a support. So I would just leave the 36 as an active support area with this trend line. Yeah. So right now we wait for breakouts, and here you sell, here you buy, and this is what we have. Euro dollar. euro dollar still around the resistance. We have, of course, horizontal level around this zone here. You see this spikes here. Yeah, so everything here is like a resistance. We have this previous spike, so you see we have this 36 EMA. Next area of the resistance is up here. So we have this. We have trend line. Okay, so price, as you see, is on the very strong level. So again, finally, we are after the retracement, we reach the level where price might to treat as a bounce and continuation. The question is how far away we will go again, yes, or to the previous bottom, or to the next area of the support, which is here, and of course here. So we go to daily chart. It's still pointing up on the daily time frame. We can try to adjust our trend line, but this is the best line which we can draw with 1, 2, 3 touches. Yeah, so let me just, you see, extension. So we have this. Okay, so we end here. So now, if we see daily trend line, this is the line. So you see, most of the pairs, if I show you, it more or less behaves the same way. Okay, we have also 4-hour chart trend line here. The thing is that here you can still try to look for buy scenarios to target resistance and trend lines. So this is still around 100, 150 peps. Price is making for us 4-hour chart long 1 to 3 right now. Okay, so let me just draw this with the lines from MT4. Yeah, we have this. We go to 1-hour time frame, and for intraday trading, you can still try to buy. This is our 3-line breakout. You look for buy, target, resistance. Okay, lower time frames like 5, 15 minutes. Yes, you can try to go long. And also you can look for short scenarios and target daily 36 CMA and this daily trend line. Ideally, we would like to see that price is reaching this top and then is bouncing. But if you have breakout, if you have good setups, you can still try to sell. Okay, so we have this or we have this. GBPUSD weekly chart, we are on the profit zone, 36 EMA, resistance. Okay, we have another resistance up here in case if prices decide to continue to go up. Support zone, I would say here on the weekly. So the question is again, or we have maybe some stop and continuation, or breakout, yes, and price continue to go up. So we go to daily chart. Price is on the daily still pointing up. It's pushing up. If we look for trend line on the daily, this is the line which we have. So it's close to the 36. Okay, it's close to the 36. So again, we are around the resistance zone. If I want to draw a little bit different line on the daily, this is also like here we have some levels, and in between we also have here. So we have levels where price might to stop and bounce. Right now we are on this. So the question is, if we have this retracement, then bounce here, continuation to this, and the next, of course, in case of the breakout, or we will have just small stop and price continue to this level, and then of course maybe some bounces or still continuations. If price retrace, of course, to the daily 36 daily trend line, we look for buy entries and target this. If price breaks this, we look for short entries, but this is our support which you have to pay attention to. That's why it will be better to see that price is breaking from this point because we'll get better risk reward. So we are around the resistance, but price is still making very nice 1 to 3. So we have this nice trend line, which is very easy to draw. So now you can still look for late aggressive entries to go long because daily is pointing up. 4-hour chart is pointing up. So any kind of the retracement, if price bounce, you can look for buy scenarios. But remember that this is aggressive because we are around the resistance level. Okay. So this is our 4-hour chart, 4-hour chart 2 to 3 line. So ideally, of course, we would like to see that price goes here, and then after breakouts, lower time frames, just like 5 minute, 15 minute, you go and buy this. You can also, if we have this 1 to 3, not 4-hour chart, but 1-hour chart, you can also try to go to 5-minute or 1-minute chart and try to buy this, okay? Because this will be your steep long 1 to 3. Again, remember, we are around the resistance. If this resistance holds, okay, if this resistance holds at some point, we'll see that price is struggling, it's not breaking, but it's breaking this trend line, then you can trade against main direction of the daily chart and trade in the retracement to target this daily 36 EMA and this trend line. Okay, so this is what we have. We go to NZDCAD, and NZDCAD is breaking 36 EMA. It's pushing up. We see that it's a very strong up move. But if we pay attention also to this pair, we are right now close to our next resistance area. So if we just draw on the spikes, it's like this. If we draw between body and tails, we have this right now trend line. There is also resistance area. If I zoom out, you will see. So this pair is on the very strong level. We also have resistance up here. And in terms of the support zone, if price decide to, move again lower, this is what we have. So again, we are on the very strong zone here for reactions and bounces or breakouts and continuations. So we go to daily chart, and price is pushing for quite for some time, and we are reaching good levels. So again, this is good zone to look for potential bounces and retracements. Of course, those trades are more aggressive because we never know what kind of the retracement we will have. Okay, sometimes we have just stop, and then price is nicely going. Sometimes we have situation that price is going down, up, down, it's spiking, it start to range, yes, and it's so we never know this. So that's why those trades in the retracements are always more tricky. But if you have a clean trading plan, it's okay. This is our trend line, which is our goal. Yeah. So you have two ways right now, or you look for short bounce entries here and target this trend line with the 36, or you wait for the retracement. You look for bounces, buy entries, and you target again this. Okay, so you have two things here. It's really up to your trading style. This is our 4-hour chart trend line. Right now price is around the resistance, so difficult to say about the long scenarios right now. We can still trade long because price is pointing up. We have trend line a little bit higher. It's like 40-50 pips. But if price breaks this, it still continue to go down. So you can still try to look for buy scenarios. But very tiny risk, lower time and only lower time frames. Right now, 15 minutes, you see it's not giving much. 5 also, so we don't have much opportunities right now. It will be better to get at least this 4-hour chart retracement to the 36 and trend line, and then try to switch to 5-minute, 15-minute to go long. Target, of course, previous tops in case of the breakout. We have our next targets. If price breaks this trend line here, you look for short scenarios. You trade in the retracement of the daily to target daily trend line and daily support. New Zealand dollar, US dollar, similar situation. So if you look for this, we have area of the resistance. Let me unzoom more to have more details. We have another, it's up here. If we look for support zone, this will be our support area. Again, we are on the strong level. Trend line is, of course, in this case, far away. You see here, we cannot draw anything closer to price about the trend lines. Yes, so you see, if I draw it here, this trend line was broken. So we have only resistance zone. So again, this seems to be strong area. Next one is also here. So again, like on the previous pairs, yes, we can expect exactly the same. Yes. So you wait for the retracement. You try to buy, target this. Of course, if you have retracement right now, after trend line breakout, you sell and you target this, or you look for short bounce entries, and this is your goal. Okay. So again, we have, you see, very similar. So you see, if you have situation like this that we pay attention, like you have New Zealand dollar, US dollar, New Zealand CAD, it looks more or less the same. you have to pick up the pair which you prefer better, yes, where you have better setup, etc. Yes, but it will be exactly the same. We have to wait for retracement back to the 36 EMA, and then we look for this is, you see, on the lower time frames is, I think, a little bit better. And you wait for this and then 5-minute entries, target previous stops. Okay. And in case if price continue, yes, we have, plenty space to go. Or breakout of this trend line and you look for short scenarios and you trade in the retracement of the daily chart. And the last one is gold. If we look for gold, it's also right now stopped around the 36, stopped around the resistance support zone. Next area of the resistance is up here, somewhere around this zone. Yeah, so we go to daily chart, and this is our resistance, but we can, adjust this because price, broke. This is retesting, so we don't need to draw this line. Because this is from the weekly, so we can just adjust this on the daily, and we see that on the daily this is exactly the same. Yes, price right now is making long 1 to 3 for us. Okay, our of course trend line was broken here, so we can expect continuation again and then target this. If price of course make false breakout, will continue to go down. Pay attention to behave on the 36. If price just spike and then continue to go up, of course you go and still buy this, and then you can of course I don't know, change the angle of the 2 to 3 line, maybe like this, and then after breakout you go and buy this. So let's go to lower time frames here, and right now price is making like funny tiny long 1 to 3 on the 4-hour chart, which I don't like setup like this. So I would really prefer to get like a breakout of the stop. Okay, breakout of the stop, and after breakout of the stop I would look for buy scenarios. Okay, or after breakout you go to 15-minute chart and try to take lower time frame scenarios. About the short entries, I'm not sure yet because I need to see what price will do around the 36. We also have support area down here, so maybe price will just spike, like will decide to go up, then retrace, just spike and continue. So that's why for now it's only for me to go long. So guys, that's all about the Forex and gold. And again, go to this website. The link is below. Feel free to see all details and feel free to contact me if you have any questions. I'm really excited to start this because I know that some of you need some help. So that's why I also decided to lower the price and create a program which will be more affordable to all of you. So thanks a lot. Wish you all a wonderful weekend, and hear you soon. Bye.